Government's first duty is to protect the people, not run their lives. Government does not solve problems, it subsidizes them. Government is not the solution to our problem. Government is the problem. Government is like a baby, an alimentary canal with a big appetite at one end and no sense of responsibility at the other. Government always finds a need for whatever money it gets. The most terrifying words in the English language are, "I'm from the government and I'm here to help." Government's view of the economy could be summed up in a few short phrases. If it moves, tax it. If it keeps moving, regulate it. And if it stops moving, subsidize it. The federal government did not create the states. The states created the federal government. The problem is not that people are taxed too little. The problem is that the government spends too much. No government ever voluntarily reduces itself in size. Government programs, once launched, never disappear. Actually, a government bureau is the nearest thing to eternal life we'll ever see on this earth. Man is not free unless the government is limited. The best minds are not in government. If any were, business would steal them away. History teaches that war begins when governments believe the price of aggression is cheap. One way to make sure crime doesn't pay would be to let the government run it. Government exists to protect us from each other. Where government has gone beyond its limits is in deciding to protect us from ourselves. The taxpayer. That's someone who works for the federal government but doesn't have to take the civil service examination. Government always finds a need for whatever money it gets. Protecting the rights of even the least individual among us is basically the only excuse the government has for even existing. Governments tend not to solve problems, only to rearrange them. People do not make wars, governments do. Today, if you invent a better mousetrap, the government comes along with a better mouse. The best view of the government is seen on a rear-view mirror, as one is driving away from it. I hope we once again have reminded people that man is not free unless the government is limited. There is a clear cause and effect here that is as neat and predictable as a law of physics, as government expands. Liberty contracts. If more government is the answer, then it was a really stupid question. Nothing lasts longer than a temporary government program. We are a nation that has a government, not the other way around. Governments don't produce economic growth. People do. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe the channel.